Alright, how's it going everyone? Dan here and welcome to a little bit of a Mabi blog. Remember those from back in the day. So I'm here on the Aura server and I wanted to talk a little bit about the plans for Aura in the future. Because obviously when I launched it before, I did want it to be something to where everyone who enjoyed Mabi back in the day could play, right? And have a fun time and such. But of course, I let everyone get to me. I let the people who played influence my decisions, the way I ran the server, and things didn't turn out the way they were. I should probably be doing this quest, by the way. Before I go on with that, I turned off the feature for the dynamic combat, and it actually works, guys. This is like old time combat, freaking straight up old Smash with the skill load time, old sharp mind that is completely not broken, which I actually looked up has a 30% chance. You only have a 30% chance to see what your enemy is going to be using, so that's why all the time, back in the day, we failed at viewing skills sometimes. Not because it was a broken skill, just because it's not supposed to work 100% of the time. It was supposed to be kind of a mystery what the opponent was using most of the time, which is interesting, I gotta admit. But long story short, the way I wanted to do Aura back then and kind of now, or whenever I start this again, because let me go ahead and say this. Last night when I had the whole I accidentally streamed Mabi instead of recording an incident, I had a little bit of fun playing the game again, and I love this game, I really do. But it aged so weirdly, I kind of just like to play the game kind of like it was back in, as you could say, Legacy Mabi. But the thing is, I don't develop this private server or the server emulator, right? It's up to the developers to they're the ones working, doing all the hard work for Aura, right? Therefore, I'm just the one hosting the server, and honestly, the way I wanted to do it was completely untouched, I didn't want to change anything about it. I didn't want to increase the EXP rates. I didn't want to increase the rebirth rate. I didn't want to do nothing but merely just run it and let it be just like a vanilla Mabi server, for old time's sake. And I honestly didn't know that you were able to turn off the dynamic combat like that. Therefore, when I did it the first time, I didn't really try it to turn off the dynamic combat. I just left it in because I thought, it's not possible to turn it off. But I actually looked into the code more and, saw how the features worked, and I basically went in and disabled the dynamic combat and disabled the quest, or not the quest text, the skill text. Oh right, I can't do that anymore. I forgot. We gotta go with old time combat, not new time, old time. But yeah, I definitely didn't try hard enough because it actually changed it. Remember when we played this the first time? Oh, I forgot. Still can't do that. I'm so used to dynamic combat. It's so weird to go back to old time combat. But I love it so much. Ow! Love it so much. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, the skill text for Smash was still the updated version where they basically made Smash bleed or whatever the fuck it was. And I didn't know if I could actually get that off of there or not. And you can, you totally can. It's not perfect, there's still a few bugs here and there. But, oh wait, I don't have health potions. This is gonna get me killed. I'm about to die in here. That's not good. We shouldn't die in this dungeon. This is gonna be bad if we die in here. But this is how it was back then, man. This first dungeon was no joke. There was no defense. They just told you to run this dungeon without defense at all. Just go for it. I have no AP to learn crit. That's unfortunate. I haven't even leveled up yet. We about to die. We're gonna die in here. Oh man. But yeah, I just wanted to run Aura purely vanilla, the same as old Mabi, the same 7-day rebirth system, the same everything. And see, the thing is, I just wanted it to be something everyone could log in every once in a while and have fun. I don't want it to be something we could just rush through and like, you know, in a week, and like all of a sudden in a week everyone has like rank 1 everything important, and therefore you just get bored really quick, right? See, the whole reason Mabi was a fun game was not because you could rush through it. It's because it was about the experience. It was about learning about the game and experiencing it nice and slow, like, you know, experience the story nice and slow for what it's supposed to be, and, you know, have a good time making friends and all that. Just enjoying the game in general. Not like trying to rush through it and trying to be like an elitist and all that shit. And with this, you know, with this being able to see that we can turn off dynamic combat, technically, like they said, the developers say it's not perfect. I'm not 100% sure if it has any glitches or not, but it will. And what I really wanted was to be able to run this server and have people be able to, you know, experience for what it is, but don't like get super pissy if something glitches on you, because it's not perfect. You know, private servers are definitely not perfect. And I was trying my best, you know, to do things, but for the most part it was up to the devs. I mean, for one, we were reporting bugs to them, and they were actually quite nice about accepting bug reports, you know, and they were getting on it as soon as we were reporting them, and it was a good feeling to be helping them out with their project on developing this server more and more. Hold up, did the moon gates work now? Yeah, that was another feature I was wondering if we could get that to work naturally, is the old moon gates that worked on a schedule instead of just being open all the time. Because that's basically what I did in the old servers, or when we ran it before, a couple months back, I just changed all of the moon gates to moon tunnels and just said fuck it, you know. Because everyone's complaining about getting around and everything being slow and shit. But basically, I don't care anymore, really. I just wanted to have a genuine experience here in old Mabi, and I think in the future, I don't really know when, but next time I do open this up to the public, and by to the public I mean to you guys and whoever else wants to play this, you know, you'll have a genuine old-time Mabi vanilla experience. And I don't really know if many people want to do it or not, but honestly, all I got to say is it doesn't really matter. I just wanted to be able to do this with friends and have a, you know, fun time. I'm not saying you have to like log in here every day, because that's clearly not the case. Man, this 30% chance, by the way, to look at skills is not exactly turning out to be 30%, is it? But you know, it's not something I wanted to just end in like a week. I wanted it to be like just like before, a long time thing. No one really logged in and played Mabi 100% 24/7 like right from the start, man. No one did that. No one did that back in the day at all. I'm actually pretty positive no one played that much. However, you know, I can understand how people have been spoiled by, you know, Mabi's development of basically speeding up to the point of having everything thrown at you right from the beginning. But at that point, I don't care. I really don't care. You know, it's kind of like the vanilla WoW servers, you know. There are people who enjoyed World of Warcraft for what it was back then. Not super fast, just really slow, natural grind like the original game. I kind of feel that way about Mabi, you know. I felt like Mabi was in its prime back in G1 through G15, pretty much, you know. The changes, the dynamic combat, and the freaking damage super creep, the damage creep that came along with it was just ridiculous. It really, really was. And it kind of just took away the fun that everyone's having in the game, you know? And that, oh crap, forgot, can't do that. Oh, did you see that? Did you see that N+5 though? No, I was about to look at you. That was a problem with simultaneous attacks with this game. They still haven't done that yet, but they're still working on being able to attack at the same time as something. That's still an issue, but for the most part, it's still, you know, I still like it. it looks like that I have pretty much the advantage, the attack advantage, because I'm hosting the server. I can literally just attack monsters, and I have the advantage over them, no matter what. You're not supposed to be able to do that, but like I said, the server's not perfect. Simultaneous attacks haven't been fixed yet, and that's something they really are working on, along with G2. And, you know, G2 features will be implemented very slowly, just like back in the day when we were all waiting for G2 to drop. You know, it wasn't immediate. When I first started playing Mabi, we only had G1. Hell, I think I even played pre-G1 because the story wasn't even in the game. No, definitely the story was in the game, but I remember the old times, man. It was good times. It really was. And mounts, you know, we didn't have mounts. Pets were there, but there were no mounts. You had to run around everywhere, and sure, that's time consuming, but that's what made, again, Mabi fun, because it essentially not really influence you, but encourage you to explore. You know, you're supposed to explore the game. You're not supposed to like get it all handed to you. And that's the big part of it, you know? And that's why I eventually plan on being able to show or share this experience with you guys for real this time. You know, you guys saw when I uploaded the G1 final of last time we had the servers. We kind of ran over the game because dynamic combat back in old G1 times is just like a shit show. You just run it over. It just gets demolished. I'm waiting for quests here. That's okay. I'll just run around town here real quick. But you know what I mean. I can't really explain it all too well. Long story short, it's fun times. I have to see something though, because I'm actually amazed that they managed to get something like this to work, like the old dynamic combat. I have to see if pre-windmill, pre-nerf windmill. Wait, was it nerf? Can you really call that windmill change a buff or a nerf? Right? Because they made it so it doesn't take your HP, but you don't get iframes, right? The whole point of windmill was AoE and iframes, right? So is that a buff or a nerf? I can't really tell, to be honest. But I have to see if windmill is the old windmill. If it is, that would be amazing. Literally the windmill where you could just about kill yourself with just a 10%, friggin' 10% HP gone every time. Good times. Alright, let me see defense load skill. Yep. It's definitely just like before. Oh, this is so good though. It's so good. I can't even believe this. I can't believe I didn't even try this before. I remember them saying a post about being able to disable the feature, but I tried disabling features before and it didn't work. You know, like all that time that people were asking me to disable mana burn on wands and disable all that crap, and I tried and it didn't work. It's all because I wasn't doing the feature thing right. Oh, it's so good though. I had to see windmill. Please tell me windmill is back like old. That would be just priceless and amazing. How much is this? Oh god. You know what? Just gonna... Alright. Also, I'm pretty sure that I disabled dual wielding as well. Why would I do that? Because dual wielding wasn't in back then. So I have to check. Make sure we can't dual wield. So I'm gonna waste a little bit of this money because it's kind of useless. Alright. Good. Dual wielding feature hasn't been enabled yet because I turned it off. Good. That's working exactly as planned. See, this is what I wanted. Just original vanilla experience, man. It's had so much to ask. And I wanted to share that vanilla old time Mabi experience with all of you guys that have been here with me since the old channel. And since the old times, man. Because it's just something I wanted to thank you guys for. And like I said, I don't really know what I'm going to do in the future. I know I want to share this with you guys eventually. And I know for a fact that I can't get elves and giants disabled before I tell you about that. I can't get that disabled. I've tried, it doesn't work. I don't know why. I might have to manually disable it, but who knows? I really don't know. But as I was saying, I keep getting off track here. At some point in the future, it's not going to be anytime soon, but at some point in the future, I want to run this game, run this server again, full time, pretty much. I'm going to just leave it up all the time. I plan on doing it on my laptop, but my laptop just gets really hot sometimes, and I don't really know if that's safe to necessarily run my laptop on when it's getting really, really hot. So I guess what I have to do is... I'm going to ignore that. I guess what I'll have to do... I'm going to windmill something that probably won't murder my face off in about 2 seconds. But, what I want to do is just run the server on this computer full time. And see, I was scared about doing that before because like leaving my computer on all the time, it's bad. But yeah, I realize that I'm overreacting. I've left computers on a long time before. It's not gonna hurt it, you know. I mean, there might be some times where the server is down, but for the most part, I kind of want it up all the time. I did want this to grow into something. Not really something huge, but just like a little small community thing that we can, you know, do as friends. You know what I mean. Anyway, I'm just gonna stop talking now. I pretty much explained what I want to do. For the most part, what my plan was, if the next MMO that I play doesn't end up being, let me clean that off the ground here. If the next MMO that I play doesn't end up being what I expect it to be, then I'm gonna end up opening this to everybody, and I'll simplify the steps for you guys even more, so you guys don't even have to worry about, you know, having an issue, because I know getting people to play this was an issue before. But that sharpened my training so good. Alright, let's see. Windmill. It looks like it's still after buff windmill, not pre-buff. Oh! It's old windmill! That is so good! Oh my god. Dude, that is so good. It's the old windmill. It's gonna sacrifice my 4 HP. Oh, that is so good. Dude, I love these people. I really do. This is just a genuinely amazing experience. That's so awesome. But I think that's really all I wanted to say. I don't want this video to drag on too long. I just, at some point, you said, if the next game I want to play doesn't really go well for me, I want to open the server up again to you guys. If I do, I'll have another video for you guys in the future, letting you guys know when and how to do it. You know, I'll have an easier tutorial to set up and all that. But anyways, that's pretty much it. I want to say thank you guys for your time and support today. And thank you guys for watching and listening to me if you did. And I will see you guys next time. Some more videos. See ya then. Dude, this is so cool though. Like, for real. I am actually amazed that this works. That's so cool.